Hey guys, Stu Black here, HomeStudioBasics.com. Today we will be reviewing the HIFIMAN Edition X. These are a set of open back planar magnetic headphones with a frequency response of 8 hertz to 50,000 kilohertz. Of course, you can't really hear much above 20K, so it's kind of a marketing ploy, but nevertheless, this is a great sounding pair of headphones, very relaxing. We'll get into that in a bit. First, we'll talk about the build quality, as always. It's a pretty well built set. It's a pretty well built set. Tile from Interfidelity was talking about how a headphone of this price should be made out of better material, I guess. I mean, in your hand it feels pretty good, pretty solid. It's kind of a bulky headphone, but it's not too heavy, especially for a planar magnetic. It's about 14 ounces. To be honest, when you put these on, you kind of look like an alien. Like I could see aliens wearing these, honestly. The cups are they're contoured nicely for ears, but they kind of reach down around your jaw. I'll demonstrate real quick. See? I mean, they kind of like envelop your head like a helmet or something. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, so build quality is good. Comfort is good. Comfort is exemplary, actually. They rest very nicely against your head. The only issue I had with getting them on was the headband adjustment. It's like it's not quite a hammock adjustment, and it's not a traditional. It's kind of stuck somewhere in between, but you kind of gotta do this, and I get them towards around 3 is good for my head. I kind of have a sort of a big head, but yeah, 3 should do just fine for me anyway. The pads are velour, very comfortable padding. They rotate 90 degrees. That's 90, right? Yeah. 90 degrees, and they can fold flat, lay flat. They don't collapse, so like they don't go. You can't push them up like you could with a V6 or an M50. But yeah, so build quality. It's like Tiles. I mean, it's good, but I feel like it could be better, I guess, for over $1,000. I mean, I didn't really think of that until I came across his review. I said, well, yeah, that makes sense. A headphone of this caliber should technically be made of all premium materials. It's a good plastic. I mean, it's a nice plastic, but I kind of have a gripe in general with HIFIMAN's construction. It's sort of awkward. I don't know. But yeah, so build quality is good, but could be better. What else? So there are 2 wires that go into each of the ear cups, and they terminate in a 2.5 millimeter instead of 3.5, which is better than the 400S and the 400i. They terminated in this weird coax, which Zeus or Zeos or whatever his name is, Z Reviews, absolutely hated, and I agree. It's like one of the worst. I don't understand why they would ever do that, but they improved upon that, and that it's nice. You can just snap it right in. So yeah, the wire's coated in fabric. and it probably does have a tendency to fray. I'm using a demo model from my local audio advice. They're nice enough to do a audition demo program. I've got plenty of time with them. I kind of know generally how they sound. So yeah, let's get into that, how they sound. So phenomenal. I mean, they're really good, really pleasant, relaxing. The bass is not like thumpy by any means, but it digs pretty nicely. It's not the tightest bass around, but it's still very good. You're gonna hear a lot of subtle details with these. It's an open, airy type of sound, but it's not threatening. Like, it's not in your face or really intense. In fact, Tile mentioned that the treble at the top lacks a bit of sparkle, and I would agree. But for the most part, these are pretty resolving headphones. I mean, I generally don't like mine too bright anymore. I used to love brighter headphones like the 7506, the V6 as well, but I don't think the V6 is quite as shimmery. But the Edition X, it's the best way I can describe it is just pleasant. I mean, it's crisp. It's like a warmer sound. It's very detailed. One of the main things I noticed was I was able to discern vocals a lot better. Like, I could hear, a lot of time you listen to a song and you can't really understand what they're saying a lot of the time, which is kind of unfortunate. But these kind of bring out clarity in the vocals. Very good mid-range, very present. Like, the vocals and the instruments come across very lively, but not too intense, like I said. They're never really sibilant, I could say that. Like with the 440, SRH 440 is a great headphone, but it can be a little sibilant. In comparing like $100 set to a $1,200 set, but still, I'm just using it as an example. So yeah, they're comfortable. The build's pretty good. There's great clarity and detail. Bass is good, not the tightest, but still good. It's a relaxing sound. I would compare these to like a Night Owl, although I think the Night Owl's bass is a little heavier, a little more thumpy, but still not too thumpy. So what I don't like, the headband adjustment is a little bit annoying. Unless you go like this. I kind of just want to put them on my head and then adjust it from there, but they make it kind of hard to do that. The fabric cord, of course, it's pretty durable, but it's prone to fraying. I know that because I've seen models at the store, the 400S and 400i. Their cords are fraying, but and like Tile said, maybe too much plastic, but you won't need an amp. That's good. They sound great out of a phone. If you were to use an amp, I'd probably just recommend what I always do. The Magni Modi works pretty good for nearly all headphones in the entry-level to mid-level range, and even a lot of higher-end stuff. That's about it. I mean, yeah, are they worth the asking price? I probably wouldn't pay it, but you can get a good deal on these. I would say around $600 is a pretty good price for these. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the review. If you guys have any questions about these, just leave them below in the comments. Let me know. Also, you can head on over to homestudiobasics.com and see my official review. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.